guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2024 Kia Seltos SX Turbo.
And a big thanks to David at Century Kia in Tampa, Florida for making this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car or SUV in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out, and that's for David.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the Seltos has been Kia's subcompact SUV since 2021. For 2024, we receive a facelift featuring a revised interior and exterior. Inside, we get an updated infotainment setup with two large screens. Mechanically, the optional 1.6-liter turbo four-cylinder we have here makes an additional 20 horsepower, now at 195 horsepower, 195 pound-feet of torque. Made it to an all-new 8-speed automatic transmission, replacing the old 7-speed DCT. And outside, the 2024 Seltos gets a revised front grille with new light patterns, a rear LED light bar which connects the taillights, and an all-new more rugged X-Line trim available for 2024. There are 5 trim levels for the 2024 Seltos. The SX Turbo that you see here is the top trim with the base price right under 30,000 bucks. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So we mentioned the updated front end styling. The grille is revised. The light pattern is also revised. I apologize, we're right in front of the airport, so expect a little bit of noise. I'll catch right back with you. I'm really liking this light pattern though. I like how it continues for the grille area and starts right underneath the dual projector headlamps with additional daytime runners on the sides and beneath the headlamps themselves. We have LED fog lights here too for the top SX trim, some aluminum trim surrounding this black grille area, and a panel housing your advanced safety features. No front parking sensing for the SX Turbo. Wouldn't really be expected for an SUV starting under 30,000 bucks, and of course, updated Kia badge. I like how the Seltos has those notches in the hood too. Helps you point and shoot this vehicle on the road a little bit easier. The wheel and tire setup, again, this is the top SX Turbo trim. So we get these black and silver contrasted 18-inch rims wrapped in Kumho Majesty all-season tires, dimensions being 230/545 R18. So this 45 series sidewall, it should still keep the ride quality nice and soft while still being low profile enough to have an aggressive stance. We have some plastic cladding surrounding the wheel well areas. That's nice for rock chips because this vehicle does have all-wheel drive, so you can potentially take it off road. I like the contrast in this paint color too. We have some gloss black down below and a white contrast in this roof with white mirror caps. Blacked out B-pillar, some aluminum trim underneath the window trim, LED turn signal on the mirror with blind spot monitoring on the glass. We get smart access for the driver and a front passenger, roof rails, and a shark fin style antenna. The window sticker, you guys can pause, take a look at all the features we get on the 2024 Seltos SX Turbo all-wheel drive. Dark ocean blue, metallic paint color, white roof, black interior, and all the standard features. You can pause, take a look. These are all the features you would get on the standard EX all-wheel drive. With the SX Turbo, you get the 1.6 turbo four-cylinder, now at 195 horsepower, 195 pound-feet of torque. Made it to an 8-speed auto transmission, 18-inch rims, LED headlamps, LED fog lights, Bose premium audio system, a sporty steering wheel, cargo cover, smart cruise control with stop and go, electronic parking brake, highway driving assist, and forward collision avoidance assist with junction turning, and intelligent speed limit assist. Options, not a whole lot. This dark ocean blue metallic with white contrast is 400 bucks, 175 for the carpeted floor mats. After options, $35.60 for the total price, $13.25 for the destination, totals us out a tick under 32,000 bucks. Fuel economy is solid for a turbo four-cylinder with all-wheel drive. We get 25 city, 27 highway MPGs, obviously 26 combined. Out rear, same rear wheel and tire setup. The only difference is a smaller single piston brake caliper. The gas cap is not pushed open. I'll show you the latch is inside. More plastic cladding for the bumper area. LED taillights, halogen turn signals, and a halogen reverse light right down below. I like how we don't have any shiny chrome on this SUV. The Seltos badge is aluminum, same with the Kia badge, and a 4X indicating the four-wheel drive here for this all-wheel drive turbo. We can take a squat down below though, get a good look at the exhaust tip of this 1.6-liter turbo four-cylinder. But speaking of the exhaust tip, let's fire up this 1.6-liter turbo and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 1.6-liter turbo four-cylinder sold by Kia for the 2024 Seltos SX Turbo all-wheel drive, and it sounds okay, making a solid amount of power at 195 horsepower, 195 pound-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed auto transmission, and all-wheel drive. You can expect 0 to 60 in under 7 seconds, which is pretty impressive for a sub $30,000 SUV. But that's about it for the engine bay. We can take a walk around this 2024 Seltos one more time, check out the interior, and see what we get for the top trim 2024 Seltos SX Turbo. Again, smart access for the driver and a front passenger. Up top, we get hard plastic material with solid graining, piano black in the center with an aluminum door handle, Bose premium audio system, and it sounds really good. The center area is soft touch with a leatherette, cushy soft armrest, auto one touch for the driver, power windows for the rest of the passengers. We have 4-way adjustable mirrors, lock and unlock, solid storage. You'll fit a 6-inch sub with no problem, possibly a foot long, but I don't see anywhere where you would put a drink. Taking a step inside, we have a plastic footplate, no aluminum nameplates, but it's still a pretty premium looking interior, especially for a top trim under 30,000 bucks for the base price. The seats are perforated leatherette material. They're very comfortable, pretty premium looking seats. They're heated, not ventilated. It would be nice to get standard ventilated seats on a top SX Turbo trim, but with the base price, again, under 30,000 bucks, not gonna knock them for it. We have fully adjustable seats though, lumbar control, you can recline, drop, lift, and slide the seats. Taking a step inside, we can really check it out. Before we do that, gas cap release right down below next to your driver left foot on the brake, engine start stop, and everything fires right to life. But first thing we notice are the dual screens. Those are all new for 2024, and also this SX Turbo gets the sporty steering wheel with a flat bottom, great 9-3, 10-2 bolstering notch is solid, and the steering wheel itself is pretty thick. Basically the same steering wheel you would get from the Kia Forte GT. On the left side, we have voice commands. You can adjust between AM, FM, and Sirius. You can hang up and answer your phone calls and favorites. Volume and skip controls. On the right side, infotainment adjustments, active steering, lane keep assist, cruise control, and radar cruise control right down below. The stocks have a very satisfying click. We have auto headlamps, fog lights, no auto rain sensing wipers, unfortunately, but under 30,000 bucks, again, wouldn't necessarily be expected. To the left of the steering wheel, we have our interior brightness, and you can turn off the traction control, tilt and telescoping steering wheel. The air vents are outlined in aluminum trim, hard plastic for the whole dashboard. Again, we mentioned the dual large screens. We can take a quick look at the touchscreen. Here we get the map, also updated. It's a 10.25-inch screen. The response is excellent, just like all Kia Hyundai products. You guys can see everything else that's available in the screen. My personal favorite to look at all times will be the map. The gauge display, right now we're looking at normal mode. As you adjust the drive modes, it changes up. So in sport, this is the display, and in smart mode, it returns the same thing as normal. We'll start the review off in normal, transition to sport, and just see what the differences are. The adjustments for this gauge display, you can adjust it with this button. Right now we're looking at a power indicator, tire pressure. You can see your advanced safety features at all times, drive info, sensory fueling, accumulated info, and a digital speedo. We can also see a compass with turn-by-turn navigation if the GPS is hooked up, and right back to where we started. My personal favorites to look at all times would probably be the digital speedo or the screen we were just looking at with the power indicator. We have a 160-mile-an-hour speedometer. The tach goes to about 6,000 RPM. Down below, fuel level, temperature outside, average MPGs, and total miles on the vehicle. We mentioned the touchscreen. Beneath that, it's all flat black trim, so it may not look as premium, but it's not going to collect fingerprints like piano black trim. Hazards in the center, aluminum stick through the center of these air vents. Auto climate control, to single zone auto climate, but still nice to have. Wireless charging pad in this area, USB-A port and a USB-C port with a 12-volt to the left. The drive mode selector, as you mentioned, heated seats up front. The gear selector controls the all-new 8-speed automatic transmission for this turbo 4-cylinder. Check out the backup camera. The resolution is solid. We get guidance lines and trajectory, and you can see the different modes. So we also get an over-the-top trailer hitch view, so you can maximize your space in front of the car behind you. You throw it right back in a park, and it returns us to the home screen. We don't get any paddle shifters here. For an SX Turbo, paddle shifters would be nice, but we still have manual shift controls on the gear selector in the improper directions to upshift and to downshift. Throw right back in the park though. We have our 4-wheel drive center differential lock, hill descent control, some leatherette trim for the gear selector, electronic parking brake with auto hold, solid storage. You'll fit 24-ounce bottles in here, pass through, good spot for a phone, and you can also fit a phone wallet in this slot. The armrest is pretty soft leatherette trim. The space is decent. I'd expect you to fit 5 or 6 12-ounce cans in there with no problem. The glove box above it, we have this leatherette stitch trim. The glove box itself is damped. Not the largest, but you'll fit 15-ish license plates in there with no problem. You'll fit a pair of shoes in there too if you're under a size 11 or 12. Basically a frameless rear view mirror, it's auto dimming. The interior lights are LED. The headliner has a premium feel to it, but we don't have a moonroof. That's about it though for the front seat of this 2024 Kia Seltos SX Turbo. Let's take a step out into the back seat, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. So up top, just like up front, we have hard plastic with some gloss black beneath that aluminum door handle area. The middle portion is hard plastic, unlike up front, but the armrest itself is still cushy soft. We have an additional Bose speaker, solid storage. You'll fit a foot long in there, but again, wouldn't expect you to fit any bottles or cups because of the funky shape. The rear seats have solid bolstering for a back seat. They're still perforated. They're not heated or ventilated, but they're still a pretty premium feel for the price point. Legroom looks impressive for a subcompact. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and I still have at least 3, maybe 4 inches of overall knee room. Headroom, I have about 1 inch, maybe 2. So if you're under 6'3", 6'4", you should be able to sit behind your own seat settings in the subcompact Seltos for 2024 with no problem. We get 2 air vents back here too, big thumbs up. We have 2 USB-C ports and a solid storage. You'll fit 3 or 4 phones in there with no problem. Mat pocket behind the passenger seat, nothing behind the driver, unfortunately. We get a center cubby, but you gotta really jab your hand into it to access it. 2 cup holders. You'll fit 24-ounce bottles in there with no problem, and it's pretty soft. Nice area to rest your arm. The interior lights are LED. Cool. That's about it though for the back seat. The driver's side back seat door handle has a hook for a dress or a suit. The passenger side does not. We'll hop out in the cargo space real quick, see how much space is offered back there. So underneath the Kia badge is a button. We don't have an auto opening tailgate, unfortunately. For this price point, it would be nice as a standard feature, but it's not a very heavy lift gate, tailgate, whatever you like to call it, so not a big deal, again, for the price point. I've said it countless times. But back here we get a tonneau cover, so people walking behind your Seltos don't see what you have in your cargo space. Pretty decent sized floor though, competitive with the compact segment, and we have a ton of secret storage around your spare tire. Subwoofer here too for the Bose premium audio system. You drop those back seats down 60-40 split, I'd expect you to fit a 60-inch TV back here, maybe 65, possibly 70 if you lay it down diagonally. Very spacious vehicle for the subcompact segment. The step-in height too, it's not very high. Again, at 6 feet tall, my knees just about the same level as a step-in, so if you have older or smaller pets, they shouldn't have the toughest time hopping back here. But we can shut this tailgate or lift gate right down, walk around this 2024 Seltos one more time. It's a nice vehicle. I know the two-tone contrast isn't everybody's cup of tea, but for the top trim, it definitely separates itself from the rest of the lineup. Performance-wise, also separates itself with this 1.6 liter turbo, 4-cylinder, now making more power. And speaking of more power, let's take this 2024 Seltos SX Turbo out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2024 Kia Seltos SX Turbo. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions though, the steering is buttery smooth. It has a great weight to it. The throttle, it doesn't respond as well as I would like, but it is a turbocharged vehicle, so it takes a second for the boost to kick in. Once the boost kicks in, as you'll see once you take a step out onto this road, this thing can move. The brakes feel really tight and touchy. Again, the steering feels great, and we're just in normal mode. About half throttle, boost, and let's go. Yeah, guys, this thing can move. That was only half throttle, and we're not in sport mode. At speed, concrete pavement, the isolation is impressive with these Come Home Majesty tires. Purposely hit this bump. Very impressive isolation from the road, both road noise wise and ride quality wise. We'll test out a turning radius and body roll test once we hit this roundabout. Again, the brakes feel really good, and we'll throw it into sport as soon as we finish this up. Okay, turn in a little bit of body roll, but the steering feels great. Turning radius is absurdly sharp, guys. Wow, really impressive. And coming out, boost. Oh yeah, wow, this thing can kick. Not bad. Let's try it on acceleration off the line real quick. Throw it into sport mode. There we go, sport mode. No brake torque, just on the gas and boost. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, guys, this thing can rip. We don't have to beat it up a whole lot further. In sport mode, we hold our gear, so it revs a little bit higher up. The steering gets heavier. It feels a little bit off center in sport, but you can really feel when those wheels start to actually grab. This is a sporty feeling SUV, guys. We'll throw it in a little bit quicker than we should. Over here, the brakes still feel great. Throwing it in, the steering feels great. Half throttle, more responsive in sport, to be expected, and I'm impressed. You can definitely feel more power compared to 2023. The ride quality is solid. The steering feels great, and the base price under 30K, I've said it a million times, you get a lot of car for the money. We'll try out these manual shifts, taking a step out onto this road. As soon as we get the chance, looks like we got the chance. First gear, on the gas. Woo. Quick shifts. Yeah, guys, this thing can move. We'll try out a real world turning radius. See if we get any rev match downshifts. Yeah, we do, but it's not the snappiest. Turning radius, super sharp. Second gear on the gas, boost, and we're gone. Quick shifts. It's impressive. We can take it out of sport mode. We don't have to beat it up a whole lot further. Normal mode. We can try out this active steering with lane keep assist, and Kia's active steering works pretty well. We could purposely try to poke our way out of this lane, and it throws us right back into it. Same thing on this other side. Boom, and it throws it right back into it. Unfortunately, this lane's going to run out of ink, or whatever you like to call it, road markers, so it may not work here, but we'll see if it does. Yep. It's working. Yeah, it's working. I was a little scared because as you saw, the ink ran out, but it's pulling us right through this turn really easily. Overall, guys, if you're looking for a premium performance subcompact SUV, so who would be looking for a vehicle like that? So you're not looking to pay over $30,000, but you're tired of driving just 4-cylinder cars. You've been driving 4 cylinders your whole life. You want something with a little bit more power. You don't want to spend too much money for it, but you want more power. You don't need an absurd amount of space, just enough space to comfortably seat 4 to 5 full-size adults, which is honestly most people out on the road today. I would definitely recommend checking out the 2024 Seltos SX Turbo. This interior is top-notch premium. We don't get ventilated seats, of course. We don't have the softest materials everywhere, but the price tag is friendly. Turbo 4-cylinder, 0 to 60 under 7 seconds, and over 25 mpgs. I think you should definitely check this vehicle out if you're looking for a subcompact or a compact SUV with a little bit more kit. And a big thanks to David at Century Kia in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car or SUV in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out, and as for David. And huge thanks to all of you for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.